Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream tonight. It is City of Mist. Welcome. It's Monday night. We are the Brothers Honey and various guests. There is a small elephant to be addressed in the room. Fraser is not with us tonight because sadly he is dying of cholera. He'll be fine by next week. So it's just the three of us tonight. We are still going to be playing City of Mist. We're still going to be playing the same story, and we're still going to be finding out what will happen to our heroes. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah. Doing good.
Fantastic.
Ready to play?
Fantastic. Right, I'll do the introductions and we'll get right into things. I'm a little off kilter today. It's been a weird day. As always, I am your Master of Ceremonies. I am Jay. I am the one whose shit is going to be fucked up by the very existence of these wonderful players. We have Chris, who's playing Clark Smith, our local Master of Time. We have Vary, who is playing Effie, our Weaver of Webs and Knower of Guys. And we have Kelly, who is playing Mal, who is pixelating. Mal, our recently resurrected investigator. So, last time we had a lot of fun. Hey, Kovya, how you doing, man? So last time we had a good time. Vary, take it away.
Yes, mistress. So, what has recently happened is it would appear that my colleague, Mal, decided to change her hair and something about shots. I, as you are aware, had to go down to the police station, which has endeavoured me to be put in a difficult situation where I need to find the people who escaped from the police van, which they were put in because they were getting framed. However, that they have came to yourself, as you are aware, to find out more about Mal's power and how they are associated with the mist. Yes, I am trying to be professional. I appreciate you acknowledging that. No, Ethel didn't smash anything. It was just an accident. Like, she was using cleaning alcohol for the brass, as you're aware. While you were down with Clark and Mal, I was made aware of a strange noise, and in an effort to find out who had not signed in to your domain, I took Cal with me to investigate, which led to disturbance and the person escaping and destroying some of your records, which I am very apologetic about. But I assure you, I know a guy who can help us with that.
Thank you very much. So last time we entered the Hall of Records and had a very interesting time. We are going to start very soon after the end of the last session. As any long-time reviewers and hopefully the players will remember, and I totally didn't just rewatch the thing today to check. Last time you discovered you had a little bit of a revelation, because the file that was redacted by whatever this mysterious trespasser was that of John Henderson, the dead man whose murder you are currently being framed for. And it was then that Gladys, our fucking terrifying old lady dragon record keeper, revealed that Henderson, like yourselves, was touched by the mist and carried in him the mythos of Zeus. So
his power was shagging people.
His power is shagging people.
So
And turning folk into a bee.
That sounds about right.
I think that was Apollo.
Sorry for moving around so much.
No. Zeus turned into a bee to shag Eurydice
He turned himself into
in
a
the underworld.
He
Yes,
turned
And
anyone
that's
else
the plot
into
of the
a
B
bee.
movie.
This is true.
That's the plot of the B movie.
Jerry Seinfeld has a lot to answer for.
God almighty.
No,
my
we're
background
not.
noise isn't.
We're not going down that meme hole. That is too much.
Yeah, there's not too much background noise for me here, Isler. I've moved into the same room as my router, just to try and
No,
prevent.
you're good. You're good.
Okay, good. This is
Yeah,
in my
no,
room.
proxi-
This room also
proximity
looks out onto
to-
the motorway.
I was going to say, proximity to your router, Kelly, makes you more Scottish.
What do you mean?
Your accent.
Your accent
You went
just got
very
really
broad.
It was really funny.
Alright, not on purpose.
I know, that's why I was like, it's proximity to your router that's done it. The stronger the Wi-Fi, the more Scottish we get.
Because we're all
5G.
like
5G
robots,
doesn't.
Chris, and we're not supposed to tell people about that.
That's very true.
5G
True
doesn't give you
powers.
COVID. It does give you a brogue, though.
Anywho,
Anyway,
she says it's a
we are. Yes, thank you for the attempt to bring us back on track, Barry. We are at the Hall of Records. You have a number of potential investigations open to you. You found out about Lester Barnes, the old record keeper who has apparently been letting people in to deal with things on the sly. You have the number plate from the car that took the mysterious thief away. You also still have the dentist's office that Mal used to work at, where you were going to attempt to find some record of John Henderson. And Effie has a job to do, as given by a judge. Yes, Kelly.
Files that were redacted.
Mm-hmm.
How were they redacted? Like were they inked over, or?
You pick up the file, and you feel you sort of run your finger across it, and the letters are just gone.
Like, erased from existence type gone.
Just they're not on the paper anymore.
Right, okay.
Love that.
Gladys. How, mistress, how could someone redact this information?
And do you keep digital backups? Or
You-
physical backups, or any
Effie
backups?
just gives
You
Mal a look as if to say, "Don't."
You say digital backups, and the nostrils flare. Just
She looks to the Kindle that's nailed to the wall via its screen.
yeah.
Okay. Forget I asked.
The records are precise and perfect.
Sorry, out of character, because Mal would not say this out of a sense of self-preservation, but the fact that this woman breathes fucking fire, you'd think that she'd have more than just paper records. But I would never say that in character because Mal doesn't actually have a death wish.
This is the thing about being, a dragon. Gladys is more obsessive than she is diligent. That's kind of the thing.
I mean, I can relate to that on a spiritual level, so I'm like, I get this woman.
Yeah. To remove the information in this way would require some form of magic, and I am not sure what.
Okay.
I cast detect magic.
Wrong
That is
system.
the wrong game.
Roll a constitution check for that, Kelly.
You see nothing but mist. Um,
Uh-huh.
Okay, mistress. I know a guy who can hunt down the person who's disturbed your domain and rudely not left any record of themselves,
see to it.
ma'am.
You are excused.
And Effie
Yeah.
pulls out, like, rug, goes to her bag and finds a phone.
Effie. Effie.
Yeah?
Take it. There's no cameras in here either.
Yeah, there is cameras.
There are.
Yeah, we checked.
Oh, we already did the we already checked the cameras, didn't we?
Yeah.
Sorry.
One of the unfortunate things about cameras is that they are inherently mundane,
Mm-hmm.
which means that they have some difficulty with, misty shit.
Like, we tried
That's
putting
fair.
the mist filter on it, and that's helped a little, but... you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I suppose you wouldn't, but... Anyway, where the hell is this phone? There we go. Effie dials the number that just came to her head.
Okay. It rings out for a little while. Until it's answered. Until it's answered. Boy voice that just goes, "Yes? How can I help you?"
Hi there. We have someone that we would like to hunt down. We don't have many details, but we would appreciate you taking on this challenge.
You wish to employ the services of Alligator Aberdeen?
Yes. Please.
Fantastic. I'll be over with it. Can I get your name, please?
Alligator
Effie.
Aberdeen.
I couldn't tell if it said alligator or alligator, and I was just like, "This space is
Alligator
yours."
Aberdeen. As in Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, so you've seen his YouTube channel?
God.
I text Alligator Aberdeen the address to where he needs to go.
Fantastic. I'll be over with it. I'll be out with some equipment and a waiver. Hangs up the phone.
Jesus Christ!
What are you saying about my guy?
I'm saying that your guy is not Jesus Christ.
I'm saying that you've been sitting on that joke for a week.
I've been good.
Fucking alligator Aberdeen. This is one of yours, isn't it, Paddy?
It totally is.
Fuck.
Of course it's one of ours. Did you see the look on Jay's face? You have to say it.
It was less that, it was more the fact that I suddenly decided to attempt a New Zealand accent for it, just to increase the parody value. I formally apologise to the entire nation of New Zealand.
Well, I'm delighted.
As long as you're delicious.
Harry apologises for nothing.
Barry has no shame.
What's the point? Life's too short.
That's true. That is true.
So, you have called up Alligator Aberdeen. What address did you send him? Did you send the address to the records hall, or are you going somewhere?
Send them to the records hall because that's where the start of the evidence is.
Sweet. Okay. Do either of the other two want to do anything?
I mean, Clark's very much like, the only previous lead we had was the dentist's office, but now we've got this number plate. And if this dude's going to come and like hunt the guy and we've got the number plate, then it might be that we send Mr. Aberdeen in one direction and we potentially go in the other. Or we can all go on a big old bear hunt. Who knows?
Many, many options.
There are a lot of options.
Too many options for an indecisive crew.
Too many options for an indecisive crew. And speaking of the crew, there's only 3 of you.
I've been putting
Guys?
Cal to sleep in the office.
Nope.
Where's
No?
Cal?
Oh, I haven't. Okay.
Cal chased the guy outside and came back in. Remember the whole thing with the ladder?
He did, yes.
Yeah.
He was the one who got
Where's
the number plate.
Cal?
Wait, did he not come back in with the number plate?
He did. He's
Okay.
not here now.
It's not here now.
Cameras. I'll go check the
Apparently so.
cameras.
Cameras. Back to the
Madre
cameras.
de Dios.
I look up Cal.
What you look at the camera feed from the last few minutes?
Yep.
You see Cal coming back in from the street after his aborted chase. You see him talking, and then the rest, and then when Gladys comes back from the stacks, brandishing the file, and all of you are focusing on her, you see Cal kind of just very quietly in the background, just like eking sideways, out of range of her. And you see him kind of let himself through the door into the back office. But when you cut to the camera inside the back office, at that same moment, there is no Cal.
I phone him.
Oh no.
The
Oh,
number
no,
you have
no, no,
dialed
no.
is not recognized.
Oh no.
What do you mean
Someone go
number's not
check the
recognised?
camera in Gladys's office. I
You-
check the timestamp on that camera.
You compare the timestamps between the two cameras. He opens the door and goes through it at the same moment when you look at it from the camera inside Gladys's office. He doesn't step into the office. The door opens, but he doesn't step through. He's just gone.
I just wanted to find information about my own shit. Why am I getting dragged into this? Oh, Clark, you're the timey-wimey wizard guy. You figure this one out.
I go up to the door. Is there any timey-wimey wizard shit going on?
I don't know. You tell me. No, there
Can I
isn't.
roll for it? No, there isn't. I'm like, there doesn't appear to be any time disturbance here. The only thing I can think is that possibly when Cal has stepped through the door has opened to somewhere else. And if that's the case, he could be anywhere depending on whose door he opened.
Oh shit, the teleporter guy.
No, the teleporter guy died.
He died? How did he die?
I may
He
have
got
cut his
shot
arm
by
off.
his... Well, you
His
cut his
head
arm off,
crushed.
and then his buddies murdered him, and he bled out all over my couch.
They cleaned it up
Right before-
afterwards.
Right before they shot me in the head. Have we not caught
They
up?
shot you in the head?
They shot me in the head.
It's been quite dramatic.
Yeah, no shit.
I got better. I got better quickly, actually.
You weren't
since I woke up
asking to
blonde.
go out for shots. You were trying to say you were shot. I'll
Yes, I was
cancel
trying
that
to say I was
reservation at Hearthstone.
Well, hold on. Let's not make any hasty decisions here.
Okay, I'll leave it on the table.
Yeah, I got shot. And right here.
So we've got
Apparently
redacted
that's-
information. We've got Jasper. We've got a guy we need to hunt down.
Lester.
I need to figure a way for you chuckle fucks not to get dobbed in by the police. Mm.
The police are after us still.
Of course the police are after us still.
Well, they don't know who
Demolished
we
them in their
are.
cars.
Mm.
You know what we look like.
Effie,
Although, to be fair, they don't know what I look like anymore.
Effie, what do you know that we don't? And before you give me a glib answer, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm so happy. Can't you see? So you know how I know a guy?
Yes.
Well, the guy knew me and wanted me to find the people who escaped from the fan. And this is a person you do not want to fuck with. They are
Good.
also misty as well. Like powerful misty.
Do the people you know not also normally know you?
No, not like she could perceive.
By know her, she means know what she is. And what she does.
Who? Someone on the police force?
Much. Judge Megan Monroe.
A judge?
Judge Monroe is in the senior judge who currently chairs some of the criminal investigations in the High Court.
I knew a guy. And I owe her a favour now. Since she got.
And we are the favour.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure a best way out of this, but as you know, yeah.
That seems a rather sticky situation.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, you've not ratted us out yet.
No, because if I rat yous out, then all four of us get fucked.
Strikes me that the best course of action is probably still to try and solve the mystery of who killed... What's the guy's name again?
John Henderson.
John Henderson.
Anderson.
Who killed John Henderson?
Oh, well, he fucks like a rabbit, it appears.
Based on the... There was a girl who died at the scene of the crime, wasn't there? There was this LC.
Nope. The
No, she didn't
the
die.
only
She
dead
was in
person-
No.
the photographs.
The only dead person is John Henderson. LC was,
And,
was noted in the photographs.
No,
Ah!
there was another dead person. Jerry.
Oh, Jerry
Fuck
died
Jerry.
Who
since.
took the photographs. Jerry's died
Yeah, but
since. He took
fuck
the photographs.
Jerry. He's a pain in the arse.
Well, not anymore, he's not.
Well, it's going to save like obesity some, well, the NHS some money. No, the Elsie that we need to find is Lucinda.
Luciana.
Luciana. Fuck.
Sorry.
You're all
you're
so bad with names. I love the way that we keep breaking characters to be like, line?
It's because they prompt. Prompt,
all-
please.
It's all about the little details. And to be honest, the fact that I'm coming up with these names on the fly does not help. Okay, I didn't come up with this name on the fly, but still. You're looking for
We need
the
to find
name.
Elsie.
The name you found, Effie, was Luciana Caligari.
Gianna Caligari. Do we know anything about her? Do we know who she is?
No. All I have
Does
is
Gladys happen to have a record on her?
only this
On
record.
Henderson's record was redacted. Has hers been? Oh, Gladys!
No, don't. No. Let me speak to Ethel.
The thing is, this remember? Because you remember you sent Ethel off to try and find everything. This was the only thing she could find.
Yeah.
Like, was the photocopied driver's license.
This is all we've got. So
Oh, yeah.
we could try public records, but if it ain't
The
here,
driver's
then
license. Oh, the driver's license should have her name, her face, her date of birth, and her address. How old does she look in the driver's license?
She looks about 17 in the driver's license.
Oh.
Well, considerably
quite an
younger
old
than she
driver's
looks in the more recent photographs.
I was going to address. So
Really update that. The photos. Well, it's a start. What's the address on the driver's license?
here, I've made photocopies. Go figure.
Never underestimate the office powers.
And if I hear anyone say anything about how I've laminated it, I'm coming after you. Laminators are key.
I would never, ever discriminate against good lamination.
Say from paper cuts. That should
When
be
did you
right up
do
your
that?
street.
When did you?
It is indeed. The lamination
When did you have time?
of important documents is very important.
Yours take so long to warm up.
Oh, Ethel keeps hers on to keep her feet warm. Anyway,
It's just constantly ticking over.
Jay, what is the address on the driver's license?
The address on the driver's license is the address on the driver's license is 45 Wharf Street.
45 Wharf Street. That's so. I don't know how much we're allowed to bullshit this, but that's so convenient. That's right, just around the corner from the dentist.
No.
We're allowed to make shit up. Is it close to the dentist?
No. It's actually
Balls.
in the suburbs.
Okay.
So, we can either go and investigate this new address. We can go to the dentist's office. What time is it, Jay?
You started early this morning. We're probably approaching noon.
Okay, so we're still in like midday territory.
Yeah, we're still around midday because you guys
Okay,
started fairly early, and Effie was only diverted from like the start of a work day, so we're.
Okay, so realistically then we can still go to the dentist's office. We can... Effie has an acquaintance coming to help with the number plate.
Alligator Aberdeen. Honestly, you should check his YouTube videos.
Alligator Aberdeen.
That's his name.
Is it a code for something?
Maybe he
Are
just
we-
likes alliteration.
Okay, I need to call a quick RP break to ask a very important question because I don't want to decide this one. I have to ask, in this world, which is ostensibly very much the modern world, does Crocodile Dundee exist?
It's funnier if the answer is yes.
Well, the
Yeah.
important thing, yeah. So
I vote for yes.
Because I'm
I'm
leaning
happy
on
to
yes.
go with yes, as long as we understand that if Crocodile Dundee exists, so does Crocodile Dundee 2.
I can live with that.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's
Okay.
alright then.
Just wanted to make sure Crocodile Dundee is a real thing in this universe. Oh god.
Someone would. I'm gonna Google Alligator Aberdeen right now.
Someone will have taken it. Well,
Somebody's
it also
Tumblr
means
user.
that if anybody wants to make an extra character in the future, you can base it on the mythos of Crocodile Dundee.
You can be Alligator Aberdeen.
You can
And
be.
no one can judge you for that, because you can be whoever you want to be.
Exactly.
Only
Most
he's a
important
Kiwi.
thing.
Exactly.
I'm trying.
You've got to be a
You've
bit of a
gone South
Kiwi.
African. You've gone South African, Jonathan.
It's
You've
really
gone South
they're
African.
really hard to not
I know.
slip into each other.
It's very hard. It's very hard.
It's
So,
very hard.
Kelly, what time did you have for the guys getting racist?
I didn't get
Fuck
racist.
off. I've not gotten racist at all.
You've
Thank
gotten
you
very
much.
South African.
I've not gone racist in the slightest. How dare you accuse me of such things?
Chris, come back out of Joburg. Come on.
This is
Oh,
why we
I'm
can't
sorry.
have
I
nice
don't know
things.
what came over me.
Oh, you're a big fan of Aberdeen, aren't you?
No.
Were you trying to do his voice there?
I was having a mild attack.
Of what?
Something that
I've
needs
discovered-
strongly medicated.
Insanity.
I've discovered that there is a game from 2002 called Micro Machines that
Yep.
has a character named Alligator Aberdeen.
Micro.
Also, several characters named after the characters from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, Micro Machines
In
was.
Micro
Frank
Machines?
N.
Micro
Stein.
Machines?
We've got Frank N. Stein. We've got
No.
Magenta.
Yep.
Oh, what about
And hang on a
Colombia?
second.
I mean, that's.
We might give me a second.
I do feel like Rocky Horror Picture Show is a risky move for Micro Machines to take, given it's ostensibly just like slightly less edgy Hot Wheels.
Yeah. To be fair, it's not
Hang on a
hard to be
second.
less edgy than Hot Wheels. Anyway.
Hot,
Back to the fact sheet.
hot guys.
We've got a character straight up named Elmo. No.
Elmo loves cars.
We've got Frank
Elmo
N.
loves
Stein, we've got
fires.
Danger Ranger, Aunt Betty, Elmo, Magenta, Callahan, Alligator Aberdeen, and Miami Mike.
Miami
Respect
Mike.
to Miami Mike.
Miami Mike. Does he just put on the sunglasses and it just goes, no?
I'm so happy that your mic.
Not a
cuts out
clue.
every time
There's
you
also
get too loud.
apparently there used to be a hockey team named the Aberdeen Alligators.
I can live with that.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense. I mean, Glasgow's got a hockey team.
I'm just
Paisley
enjoying
has a
there's a
hockey team.
mythos behind
Glasgow's got a hockey.
Alligator.
We have a hockey team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glasgow's got a hockey team. Oh,
I
shit,
didn't take
what are
my
they called?
didn't take my ADHD meds with my dinner.
You should
We
do
can
that.
tell.
I am now
Yeah,
realizing
go.
after going on that tangent, I'll be back.
Okay.
This
I
is,
love that it
ladies and
took-
gentlemen, you now see why we need Fraser.
We need a balancing influence.
Somehow his extra chaos balances out the amount of chaos we have.
Listen, I didn't start this one.
We didn't
She
start
didn't
the
start
fire.
the fire. No, it's all been burning since the world's been turning.
The fact that both Chris and I
It's a fucking
immediately
mess,
went to
guys.
we didn't start the fire. With malicious intent.
This is a mess.
No, it's Billy Joel with malicious intent.
Both?
Banana.
No.
No.
So, you have called Alligator Aberdeen.
Mhm.
You have Leicester's address, and you have this license plate.
And we have.
We have Leicester. We have Leicester's address.
Yes, Leicester, the old
Yeah.
record keeper.
Yes.
The
I've
guy.
forgotten about again.
The only other person who would have had access.
And we also have.
Who we think is Lester a misty person or a
Leicester's
mundane?
a sleeper.
Right.
As far
okay.
as you know, Leicester's a sleeper.
Right. Right. Okay. So this is the only other guy that had access to the records, Lester. Here is his address. Myself and Cal were going to go check that one out, but he's fell down a hole or something. Where the fuck is he?
I could
Okay,
not.
we need a plan. We need a plan of
Right.
action.
Okay, I'm dealing with Alligator Aberdeen. You two go check out the dentist and make sure you're not
Kidnapped
followed this
again.
time, I suppose. Don't. Yeah.
We will
Okay.
do our best. Alright. Go team!
Let's. I've got a
Splitting
plan
the
for the dentist.
party!
I've got a plan for the dentist.
Excellent.
Okay.
Clark follows
But
behind
we'll
you.
have to stop. We'll have to stop by mine first.
We can do that.
Okay, I will let you guys go off and do that. Mal, you can just. I don't think we need to narrate whatever goes on at your place that you pick up. We can just say that happens.
Leave an air of mysterious suspense.
Just leave it in mysterious. But yeah, as we move on from that, as they leave, Effie, you notice 3 guys showing up at the door to the Hall of Records. 2 of them dressed very soberly. And the third one dressed in full camo fatigue with an Akubra hat. And what? The sheath, but not the actual knife. Like the sheath for a very big knife on his hip.
Good
Not the actual
afternoon,
knife, 'cause this
gentlemen.
is supposed to
I
be
do
set in the
require
UK.
you to sign in before you enter the Hall of Records.
Of course. Elegant Aberdeen always does things by the book.
And you two gentlemen?
Yeah, we're his camera crew.
Right.
Well, I'm the camera
Okay.
guy. He's the sound guy.
Cool. Okay.
Gladys is going to have
Well,
a
first of
pet.
all, how much for this case to be on the down low?
So you're just really wanting to employ the services but not be exploited for content?
Please.
Wait a moment. Goes into a huddle with the with the sound guy and the camera guy. And then just like, fuck off. Yeah, they break up and they come back and he's like, so I assume you already know about our usual fee. An extra 30% on top will be adequate to remain anonymous.
You say 30%. I can offer you someone who has exotic animals and has not disclosed them, so you could do a raid for content.
Yeah, give me a convince. Let's run the convince move for this.
Because I know a guy.
You do know a guy.
That is 2 4s.
So it's an 8. Do you have anything? I mean, I think this is you're adding your Noah guy to this.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
So that's a 9. Have you got anything else you want to add?
Just pulling up my player sheet so I can do. I've also got local knowledge, so I know what's going on around the city, and it does cover the entire city. I just know guys everywhere.
Yeah, I think that'll count, and that'll push that up to a full success.
Sweet.
Alligator's eyes fucking glitter. He's like, secret exotic animals, you say? Well, now that could possibly be very interesting.
It could.
All right, you've got yourself a deal. Shakes the
Check.
hands. Right, you two fuck off.
Sorry, guys.
We get paid for the day either way. I don't give a shit.
Fair play. Right.
Two of them
Aberdeen.
just fuck off.
What do you prefer? Alligator Aberdeen, or just Aberdeen?
Any variation. It's when we're not quite on camera, I don't have to. Sorry, I'm trying to swallow this African accent that's bubbling up there. When I'm not in character, I don't need to hold on to the character quite as much. But it's
Okay.
still a professional name, so.
Okay. Well,
You've
we
got
are
me, Jen.
we are after the gentleman who escaped with in this car. Here is the license plate. I can show you a video, but it's not very clear. And we can show you the direction he ran in. He destroyed some. Much want to have a discussion with him.
Understandable. Right. If you give me that license plate number, and I'll have a look at the footage. And show me where I need to sign in to get in here.
Yep. I get him to sign in.
Yeah. It's all very much by the book. Signs in. Whips out his phone, enters the clearly sends the registration number to somebody. And begins having a bit of a snoop around. No, I don't know why I went Geordie for that. Shut up, Chris. Sorry, I saw the pain on his face when I did that accent.
Why, aye, man. You need to find yourself some paracetamol for that headache.
Turns out this
I
guy's
got some morphine.
Oh, what bloody morphine!
Paracetamol? Are you joking? Yeah.
Oh, we have went too niche a joke here.
There is no content too niche.
No reference too obscure.
I'll get it.
Exactly. I'm also by the way, that video is still the basis for how I get into my Geordie accent.
I mean, that's fair. It's pretty
Yeah,
great.
that is fair.
You do have to remember, though, he's not a Geordie!
He's not a
from
fucking
Hartlepool.
Geordie. He's from
Hartlepool.
Hartlepool. Which I have actually said to somebody who is a genuine Geordie, and they went, "Yep."
Anywho.
Anyway,
Anywho.
yeah, it turns out Alligator Aberdeen's just really northern, and it's just a character.
Oh my god. If the accent is fake, that is hilarious.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You're not going to find out yet.
Anywho.
Yeah. So, he has a go over. You kind of see that he's just sort of walking around, staring at the floor. I assume that Effie has seen the videos before.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, there's a lot more kind of showmanship going on at this stage, where he's be creeping through whatever area he's in, looking for whatever clues. Now he's just kind of walking around, staring at the floor, until his phone goes off. My answer is, "Oh, that's it. Ah, brilliant. I've got a hit on the car.
Oh, who does it belong to?
Don't know, but I know where it is.
Oh, fab. Okay.
I know a guy.
Where is it?
I know a guy in the traffic offices. I've got. He hooks me up sometimes with the cameras.
You know a guy.
Yes, I know a guy. It's amazing what you can do when you. And the words "bribe city officials" hang in the air without him saying it, but you could, with your great experience in this area, you can hear him almost say it, and then he just have connections.
It's important to have connections.
Precisely. Anyway, follow me.
Sure. She changes out her heels to her flats and quickly says to Gladys, "I'm going to go and investigate. Is that okay?"
You are excused for the rest of the day, or until this matter is resolved.
Thank you.
Good day, Ephemera.
What did you call me?
You notice this is a tick that Gladys kind of has, is she will extend, because your name is just Effie, she will extend it to whatever. She has been.
Yep. Yep, no, sorry, thought you got my hopes up there for a second.
Quite.
Yeah, let's go Aberdeen.
Alright. To the alligator mobile! And you step outside and see what monstrosity he has rocked up in.
I swear to fuck if this is a tandem bike.
It's not a tandem bike. What it is one of those little vans that looks almost kind of spherical. Like the front end and the back end are the exact same length. And it's like completely flat at the front. But it is decked out in, and I shit you not, crocodile or alligator skin style paint. Literally textured to that. Like somebody has done a weird wrap to this thing to give it like this weird kind of scaly overlay. And printed along the side are just Alligator Aberdeen Manhunter in big, bright orange letters.
Effie looks at the contraption that is in front of her and contemplates, is prison really that bad?
Come on, let's go.
Are the windows tinted?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, thank fuck. Right, yep, cool. Okay.
You get
As long
into
as no one sees her in the monstrosity.
You get into this horrifying reptilian van to discover that, the seats are also upholstered in, like, faux crocodile skin. Yeah.
She cringes on the inside, maintains professional face outside, but it's just like...
You get in, like, the front of the van, where you are, is very much organized and looks like it's been set up. Like, there's a little plastic alligator hanging from the wing mirror.
I was going to say, this guy seems like the kind of person who would have an actual shed snake skin hanging from his mirror.
Don't encourage him.
Implying he can afford it. However, the back of the van is like fully just recording equipment and some surveillance gear.
If it makes a mental note to go, he's going to be a very good guy to know.
Yeah.
Surveillance equipment. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
In the world's least subtle van. Alligator starts the van, and away you go. Clark and Mal.
Yeah.
You have just left Mal's place. Mal having picked up whatever it is that she was after. How are you guys getting around? And are you guys...
It's nothing particularly dramatic. I just got changed.
Fair.
And picked up a couple of things.
Fair.
I don't know. How are we getting around?
Realistically, by taxi at this point.
Cool.
That's fair. That seems safest, probably.
Yeah. It's fine. Clark's a government employee. He has a salary and a good pension plan.
And Cal's not there to pull out the tandem.
I still feel bad about that.
Ha!
Yeah, probably by taxi then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we have any trouble getting to the dentist, or we just rock up there?
If you're just traveling by taxi, then yeah, you can absolutely just rock up there.
I get the taxi driver to let us out just around the corner.
Okay.
And
So you have.
do we say are we thinking it's about noon now?
It's probably
just
a bit
the
afternoon
now? Yeah.
Okay. Park.
Yes.
How good are you at lying?
I can get by. What do you need?
I'm gonna walk in there, and you're gonna get a phone call. I'm gonna walk in as if I'm due to start a shift. And when obviously they have no idea what I'm talking about, they're going to want to call my manager at the agency. I'm going to give them your phone number.
All right.
You're going to be my manager at the agency. And you're going to confirm that I am supposed to be there.
Are there any details that I might need before? This?
My last name is Ashford. You received a request to for a shift cover. Let me have a think.
Is it possible that there might be a name? There might be someone in there with a name tag or something we could say emailed.
No. I've worked here before, so Maggie will be on her mat leave now, which means the temp agency will have sent someone to cover her mat leave. Jessica, I think this should be her day off. She won't be there. But the receptionist won't know that. Not necessarily, anyway. So if anyone asks, Jessica couldn't make it in today. So Mal has been sent to cover Jessica, who is here to cover Maggie's maternity leave. Are we good with that?
I think I can remember all that. Good luck.
Fantastic. So I'm now dressed. I'm dressed in. I have. So like they don't have a uniform necessarily, but everyone in the reception is supposed to wear like dark blue. So I'm in a dark blue shirt and dark blue trousers, and I actually have got I've got a not a name badge, but I do have a badge with their logo. Like I say, I've worked there before. It's all good, Jay?
Yeah, I think it's perfectly reasonable that you nicked the badge.
And I also have picked up from my flat a notebook that I keep of like my temporary like employee numbers and sign-ons and things that I've brought that with me.
Okay, sweet.
I've also added the shift kind of into my calendar on my phone. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to walk into the dentist. I'm going to leave Park and I'm going to walk into the dentist.
Okay, you are greeted by a largely light blue room with a large sort of reception desk with shelves and various things behind it, and a very, very bored-looking woman sitting behind the reception desk. You see one door leading off to a waiting room, and another leading off to what is probably the dental surgery, and a bathroom.
Yep, it probably looks exactly the same as the last time I was there.
Yep.
Oh. I come up with another woman's name.
Janet.
Damn it!
Hey, Janet. She walks up. She walks right around the reception desk. And sits down next to her. Hey, Janet. Long time no see.
Hi. Who are you?
It's Mal. Mal, I worked here back in like March for like. Oh, I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks actually. I changed my hair. But
Right.
it's Janet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm covering for the day. I think Jess is out, so I'm only here for a couple of hours. How's it been today?
Not amazingly busy. Sorry, hang on, run that by me again. Why are you here?
Oh, I think you guys normally have Jess in, because Maggie's on her mat leave, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know exactly why, but I got a call from my manager just asking me to come in and cover for a couple hours this afternoon.
Okay,
Doesn't really look like you guys need the help, though.
Nobody has told us anything about this. Kelly, can you roll to convince, please?
I will. My dice are in my room in 2 minutes. Sorry, I moved room and didn't bring everything with me.
Oh!
It's
Jonathan,
called dramatic tension.
Drama!
I have a question.
Chris?
Help and hurt.
Yeah?
Because I have help things towards Mal. So
Hold on to that.
So am I able to, if this goes horribly wrong, am I able to help?
It's not so much if this goes horribly wrong, but your presence as the potential manager on the phone, I think, will count as you spending that help point, which will give Mal an extra +1 to this roll on top of whatever power tags she adds.
Okay.
Yeah, hold that thought. I'm just going to have a look and see what power tags I can potentially add here.
Because I've already had a quick look, and I don't think there's any of your weaknesses that I can invoke here.
Yeah, because it's great fun when you invoke them.
I know, right? But how else are you guys meant to progress and grow your abilities and your cards? And how else am I meant to narratively fuck with you? You chose the give Jay free narrative characters power. It was your idea.
Yeah, but you give me that power too, so.
Again, it was your idea.
See, I specifically gave Jonathan one very distinct power, and that power, like, is a person, a very specific person. So it's like, you know,
How many of
like,
these? Because I don't think it's going to be all of them. But how many? A desire to be liked. I meet a lot of people and friends get you further than enemies. I've got great memory for people.
Yes.
And I've also got a stranger. I listen. I don't know if that's actually relevant here.
No, it's not.
I've also got people person.
Yep.
That one's not relevant. And the common man, I know I just talk to regular people. So I don't know how many of those are relevant, or how many of them you'll let me have.
People person, yes. And what was the second one you said?
Common man?
Was great memory for people.
Your great memory
well.
for people and your people person power tags will apply here, but I don't think any of the others do.
Okay, so I'm at rolling +2.
Well, that depends. Clark, do you want to add in your help here?
I feel like this is quite important. So I'm going to invoke my help tag.
So you will be rolling a +3. Which means that
Didn't fucking need it, because I rolled an 11 before any of the pluses.
Oh, diggity damn, girl.
nice.
So that's a 14 out of 12.
On a 10
I
plus,
just set myself down and
success.
logged the fuck onto the computer.
on a 10 plus, yeah, you can choose to either take the status or on a 10 plus change their agenda to include yours, at least for the time being. So hell yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't. So she said no one had told her about this.
Right.
Oh, that's weird. I mean, I don't know. I got the shift through.
Look, kid, they don't tell me anything ever. Okay.
And I feel
True
that.
to life.
Can I have your manager's number?
Yeah, of course you can. Here, and I give her Cal's number.
Cool.
Write it down.
My
Clark's
number. Clark's number.
Clark's number.
Oh my god, Theo. Okay, Theo rolled a 6. I don't know if that's relevant.
Theo,
You
you
want to play,
failed.
don't you?
No! He has
He only
6 out
rolled
of
for one
6
since
cute.
once.
Oh, then he'll be fine.
Yeah, he has 6 out of 6 cutie patootie.
I don't know if he rolled 2 dice.
Hear that, buddy? You're adorable. I only rolled 1 dice. I only have 1 d6. I roll it twice.
Oh, fair.
And he knocks it off the table. It's my
I was gonna
giant
say,
one.
you heard that here first, dear viewers at home. Kelly only has 1 set of dice. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to lift Kelly out of dice poverty.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow and support me on Patreon, and we will buy Kelly more dice.
Yes, we will.
This is starting to turn into a UNICEF ad, and it's
We will make
disturbing.
for just
I'm
£5 a month.
I'm too neurodivergent to only have 1 set of dice.
For just £5 a month, you too can provide the joy of clickety clackety math rocks
To a dice goblin.
to a
indeed.
dice goblin indeed.
To only force one set of dice on
I'm a
someone
dice goblet at
with
heart.
ADHD.
Hello, I'm Ewan McGregor, and I'm here to tell you.
That the force will be with you always.
End scene now, end scene.
What have you done to your glasses?
Oh, these!
Yes, what have you done to your glasses?
Those have been broken
Fucked.
forever.
Yeah, they've been broken for a while.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So this is not a stylistic choice you've made.
No, I'm too lazy and poor to buy more.
For just £5 a month, you can help us get Chris to fix his shit.
hell yeah! We can get Chris a new set of glasses.
You can help a struggling dice goblin, or you can support a struggling theater director.
Basically, you can help.
two
He
packages
really does
available.
need that shit to see.
You can help him
Exactly.
see shit, or you can help her roll shit.
The first
Okay, this
month
is starting
after
to sound
signing-
like tier levels on your Patreon.
No, there are only 2 tier levels on the Patreon. Don't go for the higher one. Just do the $5 one. There's nothing on the higher ones at the moment. There's nothing there.
Should make one of them buy Chris a new pair of glasses.
Yeah. Every month we will buy Chris a new pair of glasses.
Look, it's a. How did this turn into?
Anyway,
Anyway,
Janet has got Clark's number now.
She picks it up, sticks it in her pocket, gets up, and is like, right, you said you worked here before, right?
Yes, I do. I've still got my old employee number. If you need that.
Fantastic. Right, well, you've been here before, you know the drill. Somebody comes in with an appointment, check the system, yada yada yada. If somebody comes in drunk, tell them to go
Are we
away. I'm gonna go for a fag.
enough? Are we doing walk-ins today or no?
Oh fuck. Check the diary. If it's open or not. If there's less than 5 appointments, then yeah, we'll take a walk in. But if there's anyone due in the next half hour, then no, don't do it. There's already a few of them.
Gotcha.
There's already a few of them in the waiting room.
Aye, that's fine. No worries. Cheers, Janet.
Okay.
Alright, log into the computer.
You out of the corner of your eye, you see her walk away, and she takes the piece of paper that you wrote Clark's number on and just drops it in the bin.
To be fair, I'm like, having done sufficient temp work and having been in jobs that have pulled temp workers in, who the fuck are you? Oh, okay, is a very familiar conversation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, Robo Kelly.
I said then log into the computer.
Nice.
Okay. Robo Kelly logs in.
So,
Oh, there we go.
first thing I'm going to do is shoot Clark a text. And just say, it just says, all good, I'm in, with a thumbs up.
I'm in.
Okay.
Please tell me you sent him. No, please tell me you sent him a GIF of just going, I'm in.
Yes, I did. Of somebody, like, putting on sunglasses over another pair of sunglasses. That's the kind of person Mal is.
Clark
And the
goes.
next thing I'm going to do is check.
Sorry, Clark responds
Sorry.
with, "I'm very glad to hear it. Full stop. I'm still waiting on a phone call if it happens, but otherwise, I will wait for you outside. Full stop." All perfectly capitalized, obviously.
So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a couple of different pages. I'm going to pull up the appointment diary and make sure there's nobody coming in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Throw your luck check.
Alright. You want me to roll or are you rolling?
Oh, there's a grumpy face.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I'm gonna use a different die because, to be honest, I keep that die on my desk because it's lightly cursed. I need to keep it away from the rest of my dice.
You superstitious fucking dice goblin.
Chris,
Do you want me to
that is
roll
the
my own luck
D20.
check?
that is the D20 I got from Mark.
I understand
yeah.
why it's cursed.
Yeah.
You want me to roll my own luck check?
Yeah, go on then.
You want me to roll a d6 or do you want me to go get my d20?
Roll your D6. We'll do the standard fail, partial success. No, roll it twice.
I'll roll it twice. 9.
That's a partial success. You've got someone within the next hour.
Then the next hour, easy. Okay, that's fine. I've got the appointment diary up. I'm also going to pull up. I'm going to open up a browser and log into my like theft portal from my temp agency, and then I'm going to pull up the patient database.
Okay.
So I'm going to have 2 fingers on Alt and Tab if I see Janet come back.
Okay.
I can jump back to one or the other of the other things.
Smart move.
And I'm going to look up John Henderson's information.
Okay. It doesn't take too long to find John Henderson. You recognize the face immediately as you pull up the picture. You've got the name, you've got the address, you've got a history, and you've got dentist notes. The address you write down is...
Oh, I don't write it down. I copy it straight into a text message to Clark.
Okay.
I'm not risking getting caught writing that shit with a note or anything. I text that shit to Clark immediately.
Okay. You text the address.
Name, date of birth, address.
Yep.
Can
Not really
I
much
just
help
double
there.
check? Can I just double check? The address is different to the one we found him dead in.
Yes.
Interesting.
Beautiful. As soon as that information is copied over, I give the file a quick scan just to make sure that there's nothing else massively relevant. It'll just be dentist notes and stuff.
Yep.
And then I close out of it.
You know that actually one thing
does
you do
Clark-
notice.
Nope. Okay.
The file is you have the date of his first appointment in there. It's
Okay.
dated at the beginning of
Which
that
is?
year.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
He's only been at this practice for...
And are there any notes that have been transferred over from another system from another place?
Nope.
Cool. Any previous addresses?
Nope.
That's fine. I close out
Jasper.
of the patient information. And like put my phone away. Fill out my notebook. And okay, this is where this is where my plan has a flaw. I figured out how to get in, I didn't figure out how to get out.
You may have to work a shift.
I may just have to work a shift now.
Or you get called saying your shift's been cancelled.
Yeah, you said it was just afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's like 1, half 1.
It was like okay. Okay. I sit and do the job until Janet comes back from her smoke break.
Okay. Another 5 minutes passes and she's
I don't
back.
know. I probably check in a couple of patients or something.
Nope.
Um,
It's only 5 minutes. So
no, literally nothing.
it's
Yeah,
only
I was
5
gonna
minutes.
say
It's only 5 minutes.
So,
Yeah.
because she was literally away for a smoke.
Cool.
It's not exactly a high octane environment. It's a,
You want to swap?
When she comes back, I want to be looking at my shifts,
Mhm.
which obviously won't have a shift here. I'm going to be kind of squinting at it and like looking at my phone and kind of like looking at it and looking really confused. Best I can.
you okay?
When she comes, yeah, I mean, I got here like a wee bit early. I wasn't meant to start until like on the hour, but I just went to double check. Like, I've just logged into this to basically clock in and tell them I'm here, and the shift's fucking gone.
What do you mean it's fucking gone?
I mean, it's a fucking nightmare. Do you mind? I'm gonna nip out and call my manager and find out what the fuck's going on. I don't know if I'm meant to be here or not. I'm sorry. This is just a fucking joke.
Fine.
They came in. I've not actually even clocked in yet. So give me a second. I'm gonna go phone my manager. Can you just would you just watch my bag?
All right.
I nip outside and make a phone call.
Sorry, can you call Clark?
Mal.
As far as my actual team manager and the temp agency is concerned, I work at the accounting firm
Yeah.
that Cal works at.
No, it's because your voice is a little unclear just now.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I called Clark.
Okay, because you're currently big robot mode.
Okay.
For me.
Mal, is everything alright? I got the details you sent.
I just was wondering. I mean, I've just gotten to the dentist on Park Road, and I was a bit early, and I've sat myself down, logged in, and the shift's gone. Am I meant to be here? Am I not meant to be here?
Yes, no, it turns out that Jess is alright, and you're not needed anymore. I'm sorry, I had thought someone had been in touch. Yes.
No worries, right, okay, I'll let him know. No, I've done nothing to clock in yet or anything. Just a bit of a mix-up, I guess.
Yes.
Do you have anywhere else you need to send me this afternoon, or will I just take the rest of the day for myself? Right,
You've got the sick note.
I'm completely ignoring it. I'm completely ignoring it. No, I know. I'm just pretending to have this full conversation with my manager.
Clark's just floundering here.
Just in case you can hear me through an open window or whatever. Alright, no worries. Thanks, boss. I'm gonna hang up the phone and then go back inside.
Clark's staggering improv skills.
Acting.
And I go back in and I lean in sort of conspiratorially to Janet and I go, this is a fucking joke. This is the third time that this has happened to me now where I've been sent somewhere only to find out that they don't actually need me. You know that?
Seriously?
Swear to God. And I don't even get paid until I'm there and I clock in. It's not like I get paid for getting down here this morning.
Oh fuck! That's not.
Oh God. No, it's fucking not. It's not just me. It's not just me. I think there's something with this. I don't know. They did this system update recently, and it's just been jumping people all over the place. I'm sorry for bothering you. To be honest, Janet. Look, I hope that the rest of the day goes as quiet as it has been, and I'll see you around. Hopefully, I'm sure I'll be back at some point.
Hen, you let me out for a fag break. It's fine.
Right, you have a good one, Janet. Look after yourself. I pack up my shit and I leave.
See you, Millie.
She called me Millie.
She called you Millie.
Got my name. That's fine. Leave.
To be fair, I'm not sure you actually said your name when you came in.
I did.
Oh, right.
I did when I sat down, but to be fair, that's pretty in character that she forgot my name.
You rendezvous
I
with
leave.
Clark back outside the.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Clark's just kind of standing there being like, is everything alright?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. I just needed to, like, have an excuse to then get out of there. I don't want to waste any time,
Oh, right. So we're going to this address.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's go then. We're off. We're off. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard who's dead.
And as you're off to see the wonderful wizard who's dead, we cut back to the Gatormobile with
Effie is clutching onto her seatbelt tightly.
Yeah. Alligator has just been like, here's the thing. You are very, not just through supernatural means, you're very good at finding people and finding information. He's fully sitting there just casually mansplaining the whole process to you. So it's it's fairly simple. All you got to do, keep track of it. You can maybe form a heat map across the city, see where the car's gone, and you'll be able to tell where it frequents, and you can sort of work it out there. For now, what I've managed to do is I managed to get a direct tail, which means we can go there, observe, and and it'll all go smooth.
Awesome.
You see his phone, which is currently hooked to the dash on like a little holder, like a little arm. Blinks on, with an address.
I take a mental note of the address.
The address is a restaurant in the Old Quarter.
A restaurante.
A restaurante,
Si.
precisely. Looks like your thief has stopped off for a bite.
Oh, what restaurant is that?
It's the let me see. Fully takes his eyes off the road to.
Eyes in the road! Eyes in the road!
Sorry. Just
Just maybe pass me your phone and I can check it that way.
oh, can't be doing it. It's full of secrets and tracking and special tracking software.
Oh,
You are damn sure it's
just
not.
I wouldn't know anything about all this technology stuff, but I can see the addresses on the front of your screen there.
I suppose. Yeah. While I imagine resisting the urge to thump him, you open up the phone, and the address. Oh God, what was it? Oh, I had the name of the restaurant a second ago. The address is a restaurant called Malabolgia. Which, fuck you for any Italian scholars in the chat. I will pronounce it however I like. Because I've also just realized
Malabulja.
I've also just realized that that's the wrong thing. It's either the Bulger or the Malabranca. Malabranca, it's called. I will send you.
Okay. Oh, that seems like a good place to go. Hmm. Why don't you go and investigate? Oh,
Oh, of course.
my feet hurt so much from the heels.
Well, of course. I've got to. You're paying me for a job. I've got to do the job.
Thank you.
Is Effie regretting?
No, she's like, I cannot be seen in public with this guy. And she's also aware if she goes into the restaurant, she's going to get clocked by the person that's running away.
It takes. It's a little bit longer. Alligator keeps gibbering until you pull up. Until you see the very classy frontage of Malabranca, which is it's an Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It looks quite upmarket. And and the windows have been darkened.
Of course they have.
Okay, it looks like this is the place. Time to employ one of the classic disguises. Takes off the hat, climbs into the back of the van, pulls the curtain across.
Please don't be like Toy Story 3. Please don't be like Toy Story 3.
You hear a sort of rustling and the sound of somebody lightly falling over. And then when the curtain is drawn back, Alligator is basically unrecognizable. Because he's wearing a slightly rumpled tuxedo and an amazingly convincing false mustache.
I couldn't recognize you there. Well done.
Well, it's
Effie thinking to herself, the tuxedo stands so much out.
Well, when you're infiltrating a classy establishment, you've got to have a certain air of class yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, if you'll excuse me.
Oh.
He goes to the back. He opens the back of the van, jumps out, closes it, and you see him fully walk away.
Walk into the restaurant, right?
No, he walks away. 2 minutes later, you see him coming back on the other side of the street towards the restaurant. So that a man in a tuxedo does not directly get out of a very alligator-themed van and try to get a place at a restaurant.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, he's a twat, but he does have certain capacity.
Effie doesn't recognize us. She's just been mansplained to for the past however long.
Yeah. Like, he clearly knows what he is doing. He just doesn't know how to talk to people or, not be an egotistical fuckhead.
While he's doing the loop round, I'm going to see if I can find out who owns the restaurant.
You do a little bit of digging. Give me an investigate check, please.
That's a 3.
Thanks.
Oh boy!
I can add some points onto it.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can add it.
I know a guy that owns a restaurant. I've got a good, local network. Local knowledge.
The local knowledge I could maybe give you, but it's not going to be enough to turn this into a mixed success.
No. It covers the entire city. That's
So,
2.
how were you doing this research? Were you on your phone? Were you on Alligator's phone?
I was on my phone. On one of my various phones.
The phone you're using as you go digging into this goes dead in your hand.
That's
It says a full battery. What the fuck?
It reboots. The phone has been reset to factory settings.
that's fucking rough.
Who did I know that was on this phone? It was a fucking Nokia too. I throw it back in my bag and just kinda look about the van.
Yeah, there's I mean, the front's clear. There is some surveillance gear in the back. It looks like it looks like it's potentially meant to be set up so that there's another person in here can watch the camera feeds from the camera person if they're if they're out in the field.
I don't suppose I could use it to listen into what Alligator's up to.
There is a little bit of a listening device.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure Effie would know how to rig to get one of these working.
Oh no, I'm too female to know how technology fucking puts a headset on and gets to the right settings.
It's not the female thing. It's I get the feeling that a lot of what Effie does is actually quite analog.
I mean, you're not wrong,
Yeah.
but
doesn't mean
also with information, you need to know how to
I'm
get
given
it.
Gladys's dislike
Yeah.
for all things technological.
Yeah, but Effie also strikes me as somebody who would, if given the chance to pick up something that would be useful, would take that without hesitation at. So yeah, you
Totally.
You know your shit here. You set up the thing.
Ugh.
I was like, why has everything got this crocodile pattern?
Forsake skin as a cable cover. Why is it tidying cables?
Ugh.
When was
It's
the last time
just a
this guy
snake
get
skin and some
laid?
elastic bands.
I'm trying to find the frequency so I can listen in.
Good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? No, unfortunately I don't. I was just hoping if there was a table free. I've heard fantastic things about this place, so I've been meaning to look into it for a while. I'm sorry, sir. We are rather heavily booked, although I will check to see if there are any free tables.
Quickly pull out my phone and book some a table.
Yeah. You hear the. You can't really see you can just see in the door where Alligator was talking to the maitre d', who has glided away. Alligator has not stayed put.
No, that's fine then.
He has smartly.
Before pressing, I take my thumb away from the book table so we're not leaving a mark.
You see him move a little further into the restaurant, and you can kind of hear the gentle music and the sounds of various diners. And you hear a voice you recognize. Good evening, sir. Can I help you? Marco's voice. Yes, I was just looking for the bathroom. I was just... Stop talking. Hmm? Sir, could it perchance be that you have gained access to this fine establishment, this entirely legitimate establishment, to obtain information on behalf of... Ah. I see she did not give you her name. But it is not exactly hard to guess.
What's my name?
Gentlemen? Now, I don't understand... What?! And you see Alligator being dragged backwards out of the restaurant by two quite heavy-set men, followed carefully by Marco. The two men have him under the arms and fully throw him out into the street.
Effie hides amongst the cables, trying to camouflage herself so she doesn't get seen, just in case.
Okay. Roll to sneak around.
That's so much better. A 6 and a 4.
That's a full success. Yeah, you are hidden. You can just keep peeking out through the van's window. And you can see Marco, and he is scanning the area. Get him out of here. And Mr. Aberdeen, is it? Tell Effie that she is welcome to have tried, but in her best interests, had best cease her investigations. But if she is willing to negotiate, perhaps I do know something.
Shit.
Takes the two heavies, goes back into the restaurant. Alligator kind of picks himself up, dusts himself off. Oh, wait. Well then, it was a bit of a bust. And kind of just wobbles his way back towards the van.
Effie takes off the headset.
Gets in and goes, well, that was a little bit difficult, but I did find the car. It was parked around the back. I had a quick look before I went in. But they've got some quite high-level security in there. They're very, very perceptive. I don't think that a I don't think there's many people who could get in there without a prior reservation or some form of sneakage.
No, Aberdeen, you done good.
He said, although I did meet a man in there, he seemed very perceptive. Sussed me out right away. He said, he said that you should cease your investigation, but Alligator Aberdeen never gives up. But that if you were willing to negotiate, he might know something. I don't really know what that means, but
yeah,
the best advice right now is to. This is a very hot scene. We've got to leave it away. Give him a little bit of time to cool off. Forget about us, and then we can come back in a couple of days and see what we can find.
Yeah. Can you drop me off at this bar, Hearthstone, please?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
He takes off rather quickly. Despite his sort of outwardly trying to be, professional, sort of, play the character, dude's scared.
If he's just quiet.
Okay. And since Kelly has just legged out of the door, I will not switch the scene, so let's go straight to the hearth side. You get dropped off. It's the middle of the day, so it's not particularly busy. Janice is leaning against the door, having a cigarette. And Buck is sitting on the step next to her, also smoking. Effie, how you doing?
She doesn't answer. She just walks in, like
Effie?
quite.
Oh fuck, she's not okay.
Oh, you have to get my charger.
You enter the hearthside. Morag clocks you and immediately reaches for a bottle. You hear seat. Effie.
Oh. Yeah.
World of the living. Come on. Come back to this. What's going on?
Marco knows my name.
Wet.
The guy who wanted to pay me, he knows what my name is.
How? Not even fucking Gladys knows what your name is.
My actual name.
Aye. Your real name, not just the initials. Not just the FE.
You know why, I was given the name Effie?
I know. But you're sure he knows? Do you know him?
No.
Effie, if he knows who you are, if he knows who you really are, that's a huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
Right. You can't be pulling any punches here. You need to find out who this guy is and how he knows.
Thing is, I don't have any way to prove that he actually does know. A chance to actually know who I am, where I came from. I'm gonna need the other guys to help me with this. I can't.
Effie.
Mm. Yeah.
She puts a hand on your shoulders. Look at me. Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
This is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
You can't let... I know you know that you can't let this slip through your fingers. Alright? Do you remember when you first came to me?
Mm.
And I said I'd help you. Because you had no idea who you were. You didn't even know where you were.
I had no effing clue.
Exactly. You just came to me because you knew I would help. Because you knew me. Because you knew a guy. And we tried something to try and find out who you were. And it didn't work. It was something big. I think it might be trying to try it again.
Okay.
Okay. Bobby, watch the bar. Me and Effie are going to go upstairs and do something stupid. Takes the rag off her shoulder.
In Effie's mind, she thinks you're da.
What Morag is kind of driving at is your power is you know a guy. And it's a very passive ability. You just have that information. What Morag is talking about is what would happen if Effie stopped holding back.
Oh no.
Like Clark did with the van.
Okay.
Because I think it's the difference between knowing a guy and knowing this guy.
Okay.
Now, I like to think that the last time that this was attempted, was Effie was trying to do it on herself, which didn't work. But it might work if you're trying to do... It might work if you're trying to find somebody else.
Effie sits down with a notepad in front of her.
Morag takes a stick of chalk and draws a large, wide circle on the floor around you, on the wood. She stands there, folds her arms. You are in my house. You are in my home. You are under my hospitality. You are safe. God's fucking help you. It is time to stop holding back. Now, we have only done this once before on the streams, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a refresher. Stop holding back is the name given to the point where in City of Mist, a rift takes their powers and pushes them beyond. We've seen this once before, where Clark managed to stop time fully and enough to dismantle an entire police van and rescue his two compatriots and drop off the two drivers at the police station. That was kind of on the low end of what can be done with Stop Holding Back. The sky is the fucking limit, but it might also be the price. Stop Holding Back is a move that has potentially huge consequences, either positively or negatively. So, to quote directly from the book, when you use your powers in a new and never before seen way or scale, we're talking scale here, tell the MC what you hope to achieve. Who is Marco? The MC will tell you what the sacrifice it will take from you, and then you will roll plus logos. On a hit, you achieve exactly what you want to achieve, and you pay the price. Now, there are 3 levels to this. It is either significant, there is no return, or it is the ultimate sacrifice. Now, you are trying to find information on one individual. That already pushes this above. You're trying to find a lot out. That already pushes you up into the stop holding back. I don't think this is enough for a point of no return. It's a big deal, but I will let this go to a significant. However,
Okay.
it's actually up to you. Because what I will say is, depending on the amount of information you want, you can choose which level you go to. If you choose significant, you will learn about Marco. You will learn how he knows your name. You will learn what his mythos is.
Okay.
On a no return, you will learn information surrounding Marco as well. About the organization he's in, about the work they are doing, and some of the why. On an ultimate, you will learn who he is, you will learn who he works for, you will learn why they are doing what they're doing, and you will learn why they came to you. However, with each of these comes a potentially higher price.
Okay.
Because for example, when it says ultimate sacrifice, it does mean ultimate sacrifice. On a 7 to 9, you are killed, destroyed, or transformed forever. It's a lot. Even on a 10 plus, you go through a significant transformation. You would replace a theme. For no return, on a 7 to 9, you would replace a theme. On a 10, you would mark, fade, or crack, and burn all the power tags on one theme, removing them completely until I decide otherwise. For a significant, you would mark fade on a 7 to 9. You'd mark fade to crack and burn all the power tags, and on a 10, you would mark fade or crack on just one theme. So the sacrifices get higher, and the amount that Effie will change from this changes depending on it. So you have your risk versus reward in terms of how much information you can get versus how much it will potentially fuck you up.
Oh. I'm going between 2 right now.
Because no matter what, you will be making this roll, and you will have a bonus equal to the number of logos cards you have.
Which is 3.
Which is 3. So that's a pretty fucking significant bonus on this.
Should I go for 2 or 3? Don't give me that look, Chris.
If you again,
just big stakes. Big stakes.
Big
Stakes are
stakes.
big stakes.
so you have a significant, which is the lowest tier, no return, which is the second tier, and ultimate, which is the third tier. And again, if you fuck up the ultimate even slightly, you could die.
Let's go for 2. I'm so tempted to do ultimate.
We are running a no return. Stop holding back, people. This is a big deal. So, you are going to roll plus logos. On a 7 to 9, you will replace one of your theme cards, which will, in this case, be one of your logos cards, because I'm not mean enough to turn you into a sleeper for this.
Fair.
Because I'm not that much of. I wouldn't help you help you on the road to finding out who you are, and then remove your powers, because that would be such a cunt move.
Bit funny though.
On a 10 plus, you will still mark fade or crack on one of your themes, which I will choose, and you will burn all the power tags on that theme, which will remove it completely. Okay?
Okay.
So, Chris, Kelly,
Yeah?
can I get a fucking drum roll, please? Give him hell, Barry!
That's a 5. That's a 3. Plus 3.
That's 11, baby!
Woo!
Hell yeah!
On a 10 plus, you're going to mark fade or crack and burn all of the tags on one theme, which is, hey, could have been way worse. Because I could have taken Ethel from you.
Oh no, not Ethel. Ethel.
I could
Oh,
have.
you dare.
I will not. Hey, this game gives and it takes away. We're yet to see the properly brutal stuff. So, you are sat cross-legged in this chalk circle on the hardwood floor in the upper rooms of the Hearthside bar. You put pen to paper, and you close your eyes. When you open them, Effie, you find yourself standing in a great, dark void. You are standing on a thin strip of silver that extends and branches out, forming an enormous web that stretches from one horizon to the other, as far as can be believed. And you see the points where the web meets. You see the sparkles there. You see the people. Every point on this web, every branch, every join in this infinitely complex, impossibly intricate design. You look at it as a whole and it's just overwhelming. It's impossible. It's mind-boggling. But you can see the points where the webs join. You can see the details. You can see the individual people that make up this web, the web that connects everything. You know all the guys. But that's not what you're here for. Normally you would find a strand on the web and you would pull and you'd feel what was sitting at the other end and you would know who was there and you knew that they could help you. It was how you found the Watchmaker. It was how you found Morag. It was how you found eventually how you found Gladys. It was how you found Alligator. It was how you found all of them. This web has connected you to so many people, to everyone you have ever met on your quest to find out who you are, but now you need it to connect you to the one man who might know more. Now, we did a no return, so I promised you some information. I promised you who Marco is, and you lean forward and you find yourself sliding effortlessly along this thread, this silver thread, until you find him. This join, this point where the webs branch off in so many different directions, you find Marco. It's interesting. There's so many connections here. Not quite to your level, but it seems like Marco is a guy who knows a guy, and he is certainly a guy who knows things. Because you pick out the little change in the web, that little extra shimmer of silver that marks a rift from a sleeper. And you see into his rift. You see into him. You look beyond Marco as a man, and you see the man chained to the rock. Out in the sea, this giant of a man, chained to a rock facing the sky. And a vulture swoops down and buries its beak bloodily into his stomach, tearing his liver free and flying away. And as it flies away, you hear the man screaming in pain and crying out, "I am Prometheus. Why have you forsaken me?" You pull back. Because it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that I promised you his mythos and the power that comes with it. For Prometheus was the titan of forethought. He who stole fire from the gods. Marco, you are not the only one with some level of magical senses to find information. Marco knows things. He may even know things before they happen. But that's all you can really glean from the man himself. Because I can't come up with a decent Italian surname to give him. Literally everything I can think of sounds like food, and I can't do that.
To be fair, when you said I was skating along the
web.
silver, all I had was collect skate on the way. Sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't get that one, to be honest.
Tony Hawk.
Oh, right, yeah. I was thinking more ice skating than grinding, but yeah. But,
Oh shit.
you find so much more on dear Marco Marino. Yes, I was Googling Italian surnames.
I wasn't even going to guess that.
Marino, as in marina, as
Look.
in near the water.
Look, I didn't want to call it...
It's a conspiracy!
Let's pretend that was intentional. You also find why he was in that restaurant. You found why he was always in that restaurant. Marco works for a man that he simply calls Don Caligari. And you reach out to the join that symbolizes the dawn, and you can't, with all your focus having been directed at Marco, you can't quite reach to him, but you do see that shimmer again. You can't see through the mist this time. But Don Caligari is a rift, and if your senses are any good in this, he's a really fucking powerful one. You have never seen an avatar in the flesh. This might be the closest you've ever seen. Gladys is powerful. This is way beyond that. But your focus snaps back to Marco. And images flicker through your mind as you watch him. Marco is a criminal. And this is a large criminal enterprise, and it seems he is high in their order. Until you stop at an image of Marco in a room, in a dark room, sitting opposite a shadowy figure in a huge armchair. Marco is standing up straight, rigid-backed. She will be important. It will be essential. Then you hear the voice from the shadows say, "See to it." And then the image is gone, replaced by one of Marco standing with an all too familiar briefcase outside an all too familiar door. You watch yourself buzz him into your office and watch again the interaction you had where he offered you the money. And then you feel a vibration in the web. You think you've pulled at these threads as much as you can. For now. And when you open your eyes, you are sat on the hardwood floor above the Hearthside bar with your notebook in front of you, full of your very precise shorthand. And Morag, sitting on one of the beds, holding a merry orange flame in her hands. You right there, Effie?
How'd I do?
You tell me. You were the one writing. It's just my job to make sure that nothing scooped you up while you was doing it.
I looked down at the notepad.
You have Marco's name. You have the restaurant address. You have Don Caligari. you have an arrow from Don Caligari saying to LC, Luciana Caligari. You have criminal enterprise. You have they think I'm important. And you have the word Prometheus written down.
Know anything about Prometheus?
It was a shite prequel to the Alien movies, wasn't it?
Aye. Yeah, it was. It's really bad.
I do like Michael Fassbender, though. He's fun.
I mean, I would.
Aye. We all would! Come on!
Aye.
He was a Titan. One of the, one of the old gods, you know?
The old god.
Aye.
Do you know Don Caligari?
Don Caligari.
Yeah.
Aye. He's dead.
No.
No. Caligari's been dead 15 years. He was a bit before your time, but he was a big deal fucking crime boss. He was the worst of the worst. It was when he was running things that, that this place really first became a proper sanctuary. But it really seemed like nobody could stop him. None of the other gangs were willing to stand up to him.
What was his gang?
Yeah, we just called them Caligari's mob. Or oh no, hang on. There was another word that some of the posher cunts used. Malabraken? No. Malback? No.
No.
Fuck if I know. He was a cunt and I called him that to his face, and I fucking did once. I regretted it. I met Don Caligari once. He came here. He normally, someone like him would send goons round, to do the goon thing.
Aye.
And this was even before I got Buck and Mark working here.
I mean, Buck does like to fuck things up.
Aye, he fucking does. And he's a good boy when he can get his fucking heat on straight. But
Is he doing better?
he's breathing. That's the important part. Quick drying cement does a wonder.
I'm sorry again, by the way.
Look, he's forgiven you. That's the important part. But Caligari came himself. He said he recognised me as a pillar of the community, or whatever that is. And then he asked for the protection money. He was very polite. I remember that. And then he did this. She reaches down and lifts up her grubby shirt, revealing a scar that runs all the way from the back of her ribs all the way down across her belly, ending at her opposite hip. He did that to me in my own pub. He's the only person I've ever known and I've ever encountered who could hurt me here. He was the only person I ever met who could do something that I didn't want them to do in this place.
I need a drink.
I think we both do.
That's cool.
He's fucking dead. He's fucking dead. That's the thing. A few of the fucking, you know, hero types got together.
Did they now?
Aye. A few folk got together. Broke down his fucking door. Killed the cunt. Cops dismantled his fucking empire. And then, you know, we got people at the... Then we got, you know, the Rats, and we got the Uptown Kings and people like that moving in.
Marek, tell me, the people that dealt with him, and I might be pushing my luck here, but I'm guessing Zeus was one of them?
No. There wasn't any Zeus. Why'd you ask?
Just, you know how I like to dot to dot.
Alright, fair. I will tell you who one of them was.
On then.
Well, you're not the only one who hears things and knows things, Effie. So, you ken the fucking greasy bastards uptown, the Uptown Kings?
Yeah.
Aye, those fucking John Travolta rejects.
Yeah.
Their boss was one of them. He was one of the hero types that dealt with Caligari.
What was the boss's name?
Fucking, well, he just calls himself king these days, but I knew him when he was... I knew him when he was just Billy Jackson.
Right, let's go get this drink, and my head is thumping after that.
Aye, let's get you a few paracetamol as well.
You got any morphine?
Hen, if I had morphine, do you really think I'd still be running a bar?
Fair point, well made, let's go.
Right. Don't have morphine, I do have whiskey. And Morag takes you down to the main bar, clinks a tumbler in front of you. The only people in the bar are some very regular customers that you kind of just recognize as having been in here many, many times. So nobody really to judge, and not really any sleepers. During the day, this is kind of during the day, the Heartside kind of turns into a little bit of a place where there are some people who only really can go outside at night, and during the day they like to hide out in the Heartside. So you recognize them, but Morag plonks the glasses in front of you and pulls out one of her bottles. Now, I know this stuff doesn't really have much of an effect on you usually because it's hard for you to find a home, but aye. And as she pours each of you a dram, we zoom out over the city and back to Clark and Mal. Fuck are you two doing?
It's actually been that long, I can't quite remember.
You just did the
no, we're
dentist's
going to-
office.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
We just did a
We're going-
thing!
We got the address.
Yeah, we're going
Got
to
the
the
address.
We
Yes.
got that address from Mr. Deed Cunt's medical records.
Yes!
That's the one.
John Henderson.
We're going there.
And for some reason, my name keeps going Hugh, and I'm like, I know it's not Hugh.
It's not Hugh!
What you doing here?
Hugh Zeus?
Hey.
Hugh Zeus?
Useless.
Hugh Zeus.
I mean, yeah. I
No.
mean, you have gone quite heavily Greek recently.
Are you surprised?
No, but I'm currently counting 3 for 3 on Greek.
I have reasons. I do!
What reasons?
Yeah, plot and thematic reasons.
Right.
But also, yeah, we've gone all over a bit. We've had some
We
Greek,
have.
we've had a little bit of Jewish, we've had a little bit of just general European.
Yeah. General
Or
European.
European.
That's mostly the dragon. Also, I'm sorry guys, we haven't taken a break today. We kind of just got into some stuff, and I've only just realised we've got half an hour of the stream left. We're not taking a break. I just wanted to apologise. for
Fuck
not
your
doing so.
breaks.
For the week.
Fuck your breaks. Bing bang. So yeah, bing bang. Fuck your life. Throws a pitch at people. I love that. I love that video so much. Yes.
Alright.
So
We're
you have
taking a
the
taxi
address of the late John
to-
Henderson, and it is actually because this is dental surgery. It's fairly nearby.
So we're outside the door.
Okay.
Does it look vaguely suspicious?
Check the door for traps.
I ask facetiously, but more importantly, like, you know, if person has died recently, is there, for instance, a police car near the door?
Roll to investigate.
Oh Jesus! Fucking
I hadn't even thought of that.
yeah, that's I don't want us to be walking into a police ambush.
Al's kind of new to the whole life of crime thing that we've got going on.
That's fair. I'm adding power tags meticulous.
Yep.
And safety inspections.
No.
Fine, I'll take meticulous.
You can take meticulous.
5 and 3 is 8 plus 1 is 9.
So that's a 9. That's a mixed success. Yeah, I'll say that you can spot the plainclothes cops.
Wonderful.
They're currently sitting. They're currently sitting in a car across the street. One of them's holding a newspaper that's upside down.
Cool.
Of course it is. Fucking
Nice.
cops.
We're
Yep.
good cops, man.
So we get out of the taxi. It's basically stopped in front of the house. And I pull Mal along behind me. I'm like, just follow me this way.
Okay.
There appears to be possibly some plainclothes police officers in a car behind us. Yeah, on
It's
other
the
side
same
of the
guys as
street.
before.
I would really rather not we get questioned for going up to that door.
Fair point.
So that means I think what we should do is we should figure out exactly what we wanted to do with this building. Do we want to go in, knock on the door, and ask if anyone lives there? Do we want to break in? What feelings do you have on this matter?
I'm thinking break in. If I'm being totally honest.
I have a plan then. Let's go find
We
a
kind of
back
have
door.
to figure out. We have to figure out, why someone would have wanted to kill him. So yeah, I guess we should look through his shit. I don't know. This is my first murder investigation.
That's all right. If it's any consolation, normally my investigations are about preventing murder. So, let's see how we do. We find a back
After
door.
you then.
Yeah, you managed to find a back gate leading into a garden that seems to lead into the back of the building.
Marvelous. No sign of more police around the back.
Nope.
Don't see why there would be. Excellent. Right, up the garden path we go.
Okay.
I mean, this is why there would be. This is exactly why there should be, but, you know.
Yeah.
They're not
So,
going to do their jobs right. I'm not fucking complaining.
Well, in the defense of the incompetent cops here, the guy who lived there is dead.
Yeah,
He's very demonstrably dead.
Yeah, it would depend entirely on why they are watching the building. Would decide which entrance you watch.
Exactly.
I am going to go up to the back door, and I am going to pull a fistful of sand out of my pocket, and I'm going to pour it into the keyhole.
Oh,
And I'm going to.
what ability is
use
this?
Under time scythe. I have
Sands of Time.
Yep.
That was
So-
more about, what you can summon your
Jonathan.
scythe from, but
Yeah. I conjure the scythe inside the lock of the door.
bitchin'. There's a loud crack.
Excellent.
There's a loud crack as the wood splits and the lock shatters.
Winning.
And there's a clatter as your scythe, and then your scythe is sticking half out of this door. Like the half of it is sticking towards you, the blade is inside the building.
I dispel the scythe and we walk in.
That's a neat trick.
Thank you.
Very neat trick.
Trick.
I mean, like, I could literally have just cut through the bolt, but this just seemed more fun.
That was more fun, yeah.
That's more fun, yeah. Agreed.
Although, I will ask you, Chris.
It's also evidence!
I do have to ask you, Chris.
Yep.
Are you operating on company time?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Which is why I have the scythe.
Just checking.
Because you specified that it's still before 5 p.m.
Just checking.
I know. Yeah, no, we haven't hit 5 p.m. yet.
No, we have not.
So, let's go have a look around.
Let's go have a look
Let's do some
around.
snooping.
We snooping.
Let's do some snooping.
Yeah.
You get up to...
I want to see if I can find, like, a laptop or something.
Well, you need to actually get into his flat first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you're in the building.
Yeah.
Are you going to pull the same trick to get into his flat?
I fucked up.
I think I'll probably look for a spare key first.
There's one under the map.
Excellent.
Ah,
The joys, you see, because you can break a communal door if it's a block of flats, and nobody gives a fuck. Specific front door, let's use the key.
Yeah. I think we can put the front door under control the demolition.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
We're in the flat.
You are in the flat. And the first thing you
Excellent.
notice about this flat is that it is scrupulously clean.
Well, you check that way, and I'll check this way. Anything goes horribly wrong, scream for help. If I scream, I suggest you run.
It's like a plan.
We split up.
You split up. It's a very
I mean-
nice flat. There's a living room, very posh kitchen, quite a large master bedroom, and like a study at the back. Very nice, very well kitted out, very clean, very orderly, very much looked like nobody lives there. There are paintings
grass,
on the
isn't it?
walls, but they are fairly generic. The bed
Solid
is
B&M section paintings.
the bed is fairly well put together. It's very much made up. Everything seems to be put in very precise locations.
One of the bed slats is broken with the amount of pumping he did.
The kitchen has been scrubbed to showroom standard. And you realize that John Henderson may have lived here. There's very few of his possessions here.
Jay, you said pristinely clean. Everything is pristinely clean, so there's not even a layer of dust on any of the surfaces.
There is not.
Okay.
Either Mans didn't actually live here, or he's a freak.
Which one of you wants to roll to investigate?
Well, what sort of power tags have we got to investigate this between the two of us?
I have meticulousness.
We do have meticulousness.
I do. I can also get my ruler out.
It's like a euphemism.
It does, doesn't it?
He's here for a long time, not a good time, according to the ruler.
I've got nothing for this. I think you should be doing the investigation, man.
Alright. Let's have a look.
What are you invoking, Chris? Meticulous and long and the ruler?
Yes, so I get my ruler out and I start and basically I just I whip it out and I start looking at like everything being measured all together and like basically trying to see if I can like find, you know, marks of anything having ever been moved. Because my suspicion is that this place isn't lived in but is regularly cleaned. Which means I can look for
He's never say whip it out again.
Apologies. Fuck, I've lost my train of thought, Kenny.
You think this place is not lived in, but is
Harry.
regularly cleaned?
Yes. So, like, looking for like marks that would have come from cleaning products such as bleach. Looking for how recently the bin liners have been put in. Looking for looking at the oven to see if the oven has been regularly cleaned and if it shows any signs of use, all that kind of thing.
Well, the bins are empty and freshly replaced. The oven does show some sign of having been used. You also notice
ovens are hard to clean completely.
That despite how well cleaned this flat is, in the living room there is a carpet that looks somewhat newer than the rest of the room. You also find there is only one painting that doesn't match the hotel room artwork theme of the rest of the wall art.
Okay.
And it is a painting of a thunderstorm.
Of course. We were there for the bit where it was like thing of Zeus. Yeah,
yes,
we were.
Gladys told all of you.
Marvelous. Right. I'd quietly go, Mal, can you come here for a minute, please?
Yeah.
I notice two things about this room. Now, I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion that I have, that this place has been cleaned very regularly and very frequently to a very high standard. But there are two things in this room that stand out as a little different. The painting, I said that painting, and also that section of carpet. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, that painting doesn't really fit the vibe.
It doesn't look like it's been bought from a supermarket.
Weirdly, yeah, like weirdly impersonal Airbnb.
Yes. Well, shall we move it?
Move it? Why would we move it?
To see if there's anything behind it. Isn't that what normally happens? Is people hide things behind paintings?
Yeah, okay, I'll check under the rug.
Alright, it's a 2-person lift, this painting, so I need you over here.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright. Come over here. First of all, we should move
I'll
the
get
sofa
crushed
out.
by a painting. First death.
So, first of all, just to really nail down, because I feel like there's the possibility that some of it may have been lost here, about how seriously Clark takes his job. Okay, we have a 10-minute refresher, and it's only 10 minutes because Mal demonstrates clear competency from repeated training. But we'd have a 10-minute refresher on manual handling safety.
Yep, lift with my legs, not with my back. Test the weight before you pick it up. If you're carrying it, keep it close to your body. I know.
I was gonna say, and what's the
No
very
idea
first thing you do
how
before
many
moving
different
to...
places.
What is the very first thing that you do before you move anything?
Ask for help.
Check the surroundings for any potential danger. That is the first thing. Right. So let's move the sofa first.
Clark Smith, safety man!
Yes.
Oh, we're moving the sofa first before we take a painting off the wall. For fuck's sake, man! And
I will not have you standing on that sofa and...
myself.
I will not have you standing on that sofa to lift that painting and slipping and falling. You have already been injured once under my charge. You died, no less. I will not have it again.
Technically twice.
Well, not under his.
Well, no, because you got
Once
that
under his.
jump forward in time because of him, and then you got killed.
I did.
Yeah.
So technically, she's been injured twice.
Oh, I did.
Well, once actually injured, but once temporarily. Yeah.
Once temporarily misplaced, the other time shot in the fucking head.
Yeah, Clark has major guilt about both of these incidents.
Amazing.
Let's move some furniture.
You guys move the furniture. It's not a problem.
We move the painting.
You remove the painting, and there is a safe behind it.
Of course there is.
Excellent.
Okay. Ask code for the safe.
Please stand back a second, Mal.
Okay.
Conjure the scythe.
Zing!
Gonna cut the door off the safe.
You conjure
Hell
the
yeah.
scythe, and then take a very high grip, like just behind the blade, and very precisely cut out just the door of the safe.
Which
And-
drops onto a cushion that has been placed under it.
Precisely. The safe has been opened.
After getting Mal a dressing down for not wearing steel-toed shoes.
Yes.
Yep. Inside, you find a number of things. Let me see. Inside, you find a number of passports. A stack of cash wrapped in the paper bands you get from the bank, and a quick flick through realizes this is about 10 grand in cash. There is a metal rod in the shape of a stylized lightning bolt.
Lightning rod.
And a phone.
Mal, did you bring a bag?
First.
I suggest we take the lot and identify it all later.
Mal starts putting shit in the bag.
Once shit is in the bag, I'm going to put the safe door back where it was. Obviously, it doesn't attach.
No, it
just
doesn't.
Sits. No,
Yeah.
it just sits in the thing. And then And your assistance, please, ma'am. 3, 2, 1. Painting up, painting back on wall. Sofa, sofa back, cushion replaced, smoothed out.
Before we put the sofa back, the rug is also new, yes?
Yes, there's a bit of new rug.
I would like to lift the rug and check if there's anything interesting under the rug.
You lift the rug and you discover a very nice hardwood floor that seems to have been cleaned very, very hard recently. There is some staining to the wood. After some industrial strength cleaners.
And the varnish is fucked.
The varnish is fucked, yeah.
They've cleaned it too well, realised they've cleaned it too well, and then put a rug over it to cover that up.
Either that, or there was damage to the rug and the floor underneath, and they have replaced that, as well as trying to scour the floor.
You know what this gives me the same vibes as?
Your apartment?
My flat after I got shot.
Yes.
It's too clean.
I'm not comforted by this thought, but it does feel similar. Well, let's put the rug
I think we
back.
should get the fuck out of here.
Agreed. Let's go.
One last thing before we leave. Do I see a laptop anywhere?
No.
Computer or anything?
No computer.
No.
I was going to say there was nothing in the office that would resemble a journal or, you know, anything super obvious that would contain super clear clues.
Well, you got the phone.
I mean, no. Yeah, we got a phone. I'm pretty happy with the phone.
You got a phone,
I'm just
a collection of
Are any
passports, and
photographs?
10 grand in cash, and the
And
lightning rod.
And the lightning rod. Yeah, oh no, I'm super happy.
quite
I
good,
ain't
yeah.
complaining. But I just wanted to check if you wanted to, you know, give us the walkthrough while we're here.
Yeah, nah, you gotta... if you ain't investigating it, if you ain't investigating it now, you'll investigate it later.
Alright. But so yeah, no Nintendo code for this. That's fine.
No.
No photographs of him and
In various
the
compromising
lady whose name
positions
escapes me.
Luciana.
with the Italian lassie. Alright.
Yeah. No, I mean like photos of them on a date that he might have had framed or something.
Nope.
How legitimate was their relationship, you know?
It's a
Very
fair
hidden.
shout, actually. Fair.
You have a bunch of shit.
Let's go.
Do what
Okay,
you want with it.
We book it.
You book it!
Book it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
And
go.
the
right.
back
Fuck out of
door,
here.
obviously. And we've locked the apartment door behind us.
Yeah.
Put the key back under the mat.
Yep. Keep
Wipe
open the
any
back.
fingerprints off of it first.
Absolutely.
I've seen them. I've seen movies.
Literally sandpaper off the fingerprints.
Jesus. Yeah. You replace the key, you flee the building in as surreptitious a way as you can. And where do you two go?
Well, the base established prior, realistically, was the Hearthside Bar. It's the only place we found that is
I think
vaguely
we probably
safe.
are at the point where we want to regroup with Effie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm for that.
Okay. The three of you regroup at the Hearthside Bar. And just as Effie is on her third drink, you gather together.
How did it go with your... Sorry. How did it go with your reptile hunter?
Interestingly.
We also have interesting. Thought you might like to have a look.
Well, passports. Let me see those passports, please. I
Effie,
check all the names in the passports.
you check the passports. All of them have the same picture all of them recognizably the man you knew as John Henderson. Well, knew posthumously as John Henderson. The names, however, are very different. They're all still fairly generic names, but these are all different identities with different hometowns up and down the country.
So they're all British passports.
They're all British passports, yeah.
Is any of the passports perchance for Billy Jackson?
No. To be fair, you know where Billy Jackson is.
Wanted to.
You were being hopeful.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
I know.
Yeah, no Billy Jackson amongst them.
But it's a whole bunch more names to investigate.
All of them appearing to be John Henderson.
I'll give these over to Aberdeen, see if he can find a connection.
Well, the other thing that we do have, Mal, if you will.
Al opens the bag.
The bag containing the money and the phone.
Yep. And the lightning bolt.
And the lightning bolt.
Let me see that phone, please.
Did you bring a live relic into my pub?
What's a relic?
Oh, hen,
So-
sorry. It's see his
More like-
big stabby thing. Something like that. It's aye, Clark's.
His safe.
Aye. It's an item that also embodies a mythos, you know?
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
magic doodad.
Then yes.
Cool.
Although, well, is it live if the guy's dead?
Maybe?
It depends on the mythos, and it depends on the...
Fuck it.
And-
She reaches out and grabs
And my
the
answer
bolt.
is also maybe.
Morag reaches
I
out
mean,
and
My
grabs
answer
the
is
bolt.
also maybe.
Fair. We have touched it and we were fine.
Aye, this is fucking deed.
Figures.
It's just a lump of scrap metal now.
Is there power on the phone, Jay?
There is. There's also a passcode on it. But you also
She pulls out her laptop from her bag.
you will also notice, however, that the phone is also reading as no SIM card detected.
That's fine. Depends if the information's saved onto the phone, as opposed to the SIM card. Has the phone screen been scrubbed clean?
No.
I tilt it so I can see where it's been pressed in the light.
It's a 4-digit passcode, but there's only 3 numbers that are particularly smudged.
Which means one of them repeats.
Yep.
They are 9, 4, and 6. I'll let you run through that. So,
Yeah.
so, have you got a fancy program to break into that thing?
Maybe.
Cool. I didn't see nothing.
See what?
Conspicuously walks to the other end of the bar, cleaning a glass. Effie, I will let you run that program. Just bing. Phone unlocks.
I immediately pulled up my phone's like keypads to see if I could figure out how to spell Zeus with those numbers, but no.
No, look, if I knew how to do that, I would have done that, but I didn't. I picked 3 random numbers.
Gills didn't have Nokias
fair.
growing up, and it shows.
Hey, I did. I'm just, not going to sit there and work out how to do a passcode. Also, I've been very explicit so far. I'm not going to be that much of a hack.
9387 would spell Zeus.
Fair enough.
So you know.
But yeah. Phone clicks
Okay.
open. And the only things installed on this phone are the camera app. There's the default stuff. The only thing on the home screen is the gallery app.
Tap into it.
You tap into it. There are a number of albums, each labeled with initials.
I'll look for it.
LC.
Mal, what's your surname?
Ashford.
I look up M.A.
There is an MA in the gallery.
I'll look through it.
You open it up. It is full of very, very indecent pictures of somebody who is very definitely not Mal.
Nope, never mind. Close that. Gotta make sure of these things, I
Clark
take
is not looking over your shoulder, by the way. Clark is over talking to Morag about renting a room because his apartment's fucked.
I check LC.
You find again, lots of very indecent photos. But you find a number of them that include both John Henderson and Luciana Caligari.
I should have checked if Luciana was in the mist.
You have identified. You have the phone, you have the pictures, you have the identities. You have some clues. And that is where we will end our session.
Yay!
Thank you everybody for joining us. This has been a very twisty and turny episode of City of Mist that I'm definitely going to change the title of because we didn't even think about Lester. I came up with the title very quickly. I just called it Looking for Lester. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Those of you that did, I don't think many of you did. It's a Monday night. What are you going to do? Yes, you can.
Fuck it, we had fun.
Yeah, it's been a fucking great time. You can continue enjoying the show on Patreon, Jonathan David Honey on Patreon, where we will be geeking out over the credits and lamenting the fact that our dear Fraser is missing. But I have plans.
Dying.
Ready. Yeah, he's very
Dying in a doorway.
going in one side of a door, but not coming out the other.
Indeed.
You can follow us. You can at least follow me on various social medias. You can follow me on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. You can follow me, my games company, All Alliance Games, at all_games. I know I've been saying this the last 3 weeks, but I swear I'm having a meeting with my marketing person this week. She has been struck down by so many illnesses in the last
Oh dear.
in the last month God, I just feel sad. I just feel bad for her. But things will be happening over there. We're doing stuff. Later in November, Chris is directing a show in Airdrie with the Monklands Light Opera Company. They're looking for the Addams Family. Come on down. It's going to be great. The dates will be put up probably in the YouTube description of this video. Thank you everybody for joining us. You can come back next week on Monday. I'm sure I'm better at the outro than this. Normally, I'm floundering a little.
If it's any consolation, it's not by a lot.
No, it's not by a lot. But you can follow Chris on Instagram at ChrisHoneyActor. Does anyone else have anything they would like to plug? Any places?
No.
Any places you might want people to follow you?
Don't dox me.
Good lesson, kids. Don't dox people.
Follow me home.
Don't follow me home.
Follow me home, Daddy. Follow me home.
No.
No.
But yeah, we're gonna go and continue this over on Patreon. Thanks everybody for joining us. This has been a great. Oh, my camera's died. Perfect timing. Woo! Bye, everybody.
Bye.